Hello everybody, Doug Gardei here, doing a video log. I've really never done a video log before, but I'm playing my tablet. And Dell finally released a firmware update for its touchscreen. Yay. I am happy about that. Because before this firmware update, when the tablet went to sleep, and you went to wake it up, the screen won't turn on. And I know the tablet works because you can remote into it and everything's fine and dandy. You can even use the touch screen, and on the computer that you remote into it, you can see that, the cursor's moving, stuff's opening, and, it's kind of like using your tablet becomes basically a touchpad, for a computer pretty much. Except, touchpad that has a computer, Anyway, so they finally did it, and it works. I can set my, how I dealt with that problem before the firmware update was I set the tablet so it won't go to sleep, and every time I was done with it, I had to turn it off. And then when you want to use it, you had to turn it on. Now, Windows 8 doesn't take that long to boot up, but it's a process. I like to be able to push the buttons on, Well, guess what? It works, and it makes me happy. And a happy Doug is a good Doug, okay? You don't want an unhappy Doug. Okay, I'm going to creep people out saying that now. But anyway, so other news is I got a surprise check today from work. I think it has something to do with vacation time. I mean, vacation time doesn't expire, but you're only allowed a certain amount. So my guess is the amount of vacation time I had was more than I'm allowed to have. So my guess is they gave me the difference, which is good because my rocketry license expires this month, which it's a yearly expense. Now, sometimes I get it for free because if you write a magazine article for the journal, they'll give you a free year subscription. You renew it for a year. And I have some ideas for articles to write, but writer's block. And another thing is, there's my ham radio license expires this year, and that's you renew that every 10 years. I got my ham radio license in '94, so obviously in 2004 I had to renew it. And for the second time in my life, I'm renewing it again this year. It doesn't technically expire until September 13th or 19th or something like that. I did get the ball rolling. I went on the FCC site and I couldn't remember what my password was. It wasn't my usual passwords. And so I tried some ones that I remember using back in the day, but it just doesn't work. So I had to start the procedure to reset the password, and that's been done. I got the information, just haven't gotten back on to actually renew it. And the final thing I want to talk about tonight is I skipped class today. Yes, I did. A good impression on the first day skipping class. But no, reality is I actually honestly thought the class was at 1:10 and it's really 11:10. Of course, at 1:10 when I showed up and nobody was there, then I realized something's wrong. So I went down and I grabbed the schedule and looked up the class, and oh yeah, it's 11:10. But I think part of the problem was when you hold a paper to look at it, my thumb covered the first one. And I wasn't looking at the finish time, I was looking at the beginning time, and because I know how long the classes are, so I didn't care about the end time, I didn't care about the beginning time, so I think that's what threw me off. But anyway, the class is called Christian Beliefs. I was actually hoping for apologetics class, I think that's what they call it, where you learn how to, I guess the best way to say it is how to defend your beliefs. Because a lot of people would say this is not real, this is whatever, man wrote the Bible and all that stuff. Well, this actually covers the fact that, shows the Bible is the truth, which I do believe the Bible is the truth. So anyway, this class is called Christian Beliefs, and so when I got the syllabus, this is actually like a draft. The teacher didn't have enough syllabi. There's 30 people in the classroom, 28 desks. I wonder how that's going to work. 28 desks. Well, yeah, he grabbed the desk from another classroom for the 29th, and I bring my own desk because I don't want to sit in those half-desk, half-chair arrangements. I can't see me doing that. People that know me in person know I'm a pretty large guy, and No, not gonna work. Not gonna do it. Like, no, I'm not gonna say that because if I say that, somebody's gonna do it. But anyway, so there's a lot of writing in this class. There's a lot of research in this class. There's verse memorization. There's some stuff I don't know. Like it says you have to memorize these 5 verses, but there's 4 tests throughout the semester. So I'm not sure the first 5 that are listed are for that first test, and then after that you get 5 more. And these are questions I need to ask, you know. And there's like I mentioned reading. You gotta write some outlines. You gotta write, and there's a whole. And then he says the whole schedule here, but the dates are wrong. So I need to talk about that because I'd like to know when things are due. You know, that's usually a useful thing. So anyway, it's a lot of work, but I just took 2 semesters of Spanish class. This has to be a lot easier than that. A lot easier than Spanish class. And keep me busy. Well, anyway, I took up 6 minutes of your time. Hopefully you're all not bored of my vlog. Maybe I'll do it again. I don't know. I really don't. I'll talk to you later. Man, I keep doing that for some reason. I'm not sure why I keep doing that. Well, I'm thinking I'm doing that. I wonder why people think I'm weird. Am I weird? No, just kidding. I know I'm weird.